सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्यातः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ओम समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या योग विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। Just take the name of the Lord and the Rishis as we do every day. Let it take some days for our mind to get tuned to it. Get tuned to them. Om Shri Om Hiranyagarbhaya Kapilamaharshaya Namaha. 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 Om Patanjali Maharshaya Namaha. Om Sri 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 Vyasa 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 Maharshaya Namaha. Let us chant the first sutra 6 times. Om Atha Patanjali Rushi Pranita Yoga Darshanam Atha Pratamo Papatavah Padaha Samadhi Padaha Pratamam Sutram. Om Atha Yoganushasanam. 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 So, Atha Idanim Yoga Anushasanam. Right now, we are teaching yoga. Clear? The literal meaning of it is योग शास्त्र हम आपको अभी पढ़ा रहे हैं. योग शास्त्र का चर्चा शुरू हो रहा है. योग शास्त्र हम अध्ययन कर रहे. अतः योगा शास्त्र, योगानुशास्त्र. Then, before we enter into second sutra, yoga chitta vritti nirodha, that is called as lakshana of the yoga. जो शास्त्र आप पढ़ा रहे हो योग शास्त्र, उस योग का लक्षण क्या है? What it contains? What are you going to do with us? What are you going to teach us? Ki we are teaching in yoga the chitta vritti nirodha. The variety of practices, sadhanas, which are very important, very tough to do, but only when we do them, this most important thing is achieved, called as chitta vritti ka nirodha. Then why should we do that nirodha of the chitta vritti? So a question comes. Then the answer is tada, then only, drashtuhu, the drashta, swarupa avasthanam, he will establish in his swarupa, which is called kaivalyam and moksha. Now, if we don't listen to your yoga, and if you don't do your chitta vritti nirodha, and if you don't establish swarupa drashta, kya hoega? What is the loss? Vrutthis arupyam itaratra. Then this drashta, instead of becoming one with the druk swarupa atma and get moksha, he will get sarupata with the vrutthis, which we have not done nirodha. That is called entire samsara. See, that is how These four sutras, Atha Yoganuशासनम, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha, Tada Drashtu Swarupi Avasthanam, Vritti Sarupyam Itaratra. These are the crux on which only the remaining 191 sutras are based. It is a basic first thing. Like Ashochan, Anvashocastum, Prajnavadan Bhashe, Gatasun, Panditan, Anusochanti. So the Pandita never cries. The one who doesn't want to cry should become Pandita. Then the entire Gita is teaching the Pandityam. So to Ishavasya Midagam Sarvam is a sadhana to be done. What is the result? Magrudaha Kasya Siddhanam. That you will not covet on anybody's any wealth. Means there is nothing owned by you which is other than you. This is the main. Then that is what is. What is it? Ishavasya how to do the sadhana of that is second one onwards. Kurvaneva Karmani and all that. There also first four sutras are the main ones. Literally you catch them, but not sufficient. We have to go into them deep detail. पढ़ते जाएंगे वो. But on this basis, all the four. We are teaching you yoga. Yoga is chittavrti nirodha. Then only drashta establishes his own self. If not, the drashta gets identified with the drishya, then he becomes jiva and samsara. Then the topic comes. कि वृत्ति निरोध के तुम तैयार हो गए? हाँ, अब बताओ कौन से वृत्तियों की निरोध करनी है. Then the 5 types of vrittis are there. They are both good helping vrittis also are there, bad troubling vrittis also. The neat of them are explained. That is how the subject goes ahead. Vrittaya panchatayyaha. 5 are the vrittis. Klishtaha, aklishtaha, which give the dukkha also, which give the sukha also. Both of them you have to transcend. We have to do nirodha of them. What are they? Pramana, Vikparyaya, Vikalpa, Nidra, Smritayaha. All these vrittis put together are binding you to be a samsari. Only when you do the nirodha of them, you will establish in yourself. They were pramanaha, tatra, pratyaksha, anumana, agamaha, pramaniyani. So, pramana, viparya, vikalpa, nidra, smriti, every of these vrittis will be exhaustively explained to us by Sutrakara here, Patanjali ji, Bhashyakara Vyasa ji. A beautiful actually is this Yoga Darshanam if you have time, the interest to study and also the ability. So among that we are in this first sutra, Atha Yoga Anushasanam. So yoga is Yuja. Yuja is Samadhi. Samadhi is Chittasya Swabhavika Dharmaha. How many types of Samadhis are there? 2. What are they? Samprajnata and Samprajnata. But that Chitta is not in any of these Samprajnata Samadhi now. Why? Because it is other bhumikas. The 3 plus 2, the 5 bhumika Chitta hai. Why? Because the influence of the gunas. So thus becomes the necessity of understanding our antakarana's position now. Then only what repair has to be done, what the improvement that is to be done in that, what changes have to be done, what transcending we have to do, these become clear. Therefore, the pancha bhumis, panch condition of the chitta are told, depending on these 3 gunas. And in that only, first only we will say, in the first 3 bhumikas, when the chitta is there, we are pakka samsari. With all the desires and working outside and fulfilling them and tired, going to sleep. In the 4th bhumika, the first of the 2 samadhis called as Samprajnata Samadhi happens. In that Samprajnata Samadhi, everything is crystal clearly known. What is said in the sutras when it comes. See, these are all introductions. All these will be there in the sutra, but आपको ऊपर झलक दिखा रहे बस कि the sutra comes later on, एक परमाणु से लेकर के महत्तत्व तक कहाँ कहाँ क्या हो रहा है, everything is in a spashta rupa, is known by that yogi who is established in Samprajnata Samadhi, which he can establish or get into when he has developed first the Ekagra Bhumi. तो एकाग्र भूमि वाला चित्त के द्वारा किए जाने वाला समाधि साधना के द्वारा मिलने वाला संप्रज्ञात समाधि के पश्चात परमाणु से लेकर महत्तत्व तक पूरे दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है स्पष्ट रूप से इनको समझ में आएगा. हाई पिक्सल ऑफ कैमरा इफ यू हैव, हाउ स्पष्ट रूप से the distant object also is short, is it not? This is the benefit of the fourth maintenance, the fourth bhumika, and using it for samprajnata samadhi. Without that, never ever sadhana adhyatmika happens. We are only in the world as a jiva, suffering sukha dukkha. Okay. Now the fifth bhumika is called as niruddha bhumika. In that niruddha bhumika, along with the traces, be attentive, vasanas, the chitta vrutthis are removed. When the vrutthis are removed, then there is nothing to be known for it. There is nothing to know, therefore asampragnata ho gaya wo. Then nothing to be known, then what happens to that knower? Earlier in the Sampragnata Samadhi, the knower was remaining, knowing everything very spashta because of his achievement of Sampragnata Sthiti, followed with all the yoga sadhanas done, which are going to be taught in the sutras. First with the basic of Ekagra Bhumi. So I am there, I have brought my chitta to Ekagra Bhumika, and to me I am taught the Samadhi Sadhana Abhyasas in the sutras. I practiced it. I go to Sampragnata Sthiti, and to me the seer seen is so clearly seen. Spashta रूप से सम्यक प्रज्ञायते. It's a half of the mukti it is. Because when you know something very crystal clearly, then that becomes known, you are the knower. Knower never gets caught up in the known. Only in the ambiguity of the gap between knower and known, that the knower identifies the known and suffers. What is the samsara? Drashta caught up in drushya. In yoga bhasha, the prakriti mein purusha ka fasna hi samsara hai. Purusha prakritisto hi bhungte prakriti jan guna. Okay, Purusha, who is expected to be separate from the Prakriti, got lost into the Prakriti. They were the Prakriti gunas fall on him, then he thinks they are to him, therefore he is suffering. What is moksha? When the Purusha detaches himself from the Prakriti. The Sampragnata Samadhi helps us do this job of clearing ourselves, detaching ourselves from Prakriti, because Spashta Rupsa you know it. This is called in Vedanta as Drashta Bhava. When we develop the drashta bhava, it is such a highest achievement that when you are seeing it, pakka, you can never identify with it because there comes a maturity. How can the seer be seen? How can the seen be seer? See, dukkha came. Where the dukkha came? To the mind. And who am I? I am the seer of the dukkha modification of the mind. Then why will I become dukhi? लाइक किसी को एक्सीडेंट हो गया, व्हाई विल आई सफर? और किसी को हुआ ना, मेरे को नहीं. But just like if that person happened to my close friend or relative or son or father, don't I become miserable? So the accident never gave you dukkha. Identification gave you dukkha. And you identified with some or the other moha or delusion. Whether it is another person you identify with or your own upadhis you identify with, both of them give you dukkha when you identify, because in those things when the modification happen, with that you are identifying. But when you develop the drashta and sakshi bhava, the sakshi will never, sakshi drugeva, natu drushyate. Why will the sakshi be caught up in the saksham? Saksham in the thing which is witnessed. So just like in Vedanta, develop the drashta bhava and establish in that drashta bhava, I am only the seer, the scene, whether it is the srishti is happening, sthiti is happening, pralaya is happening, none of them will touch us. Then you are free from all the dukkha of the samsara, but that's not the ultimate goal. This drashta or sakshi should recognize his essential nature to be Satchidananda. Here also, in the Yoga Marga, when through Ekagra Bhumika gained Chitta, when we do the practice of Sampragnata Samadhi and reach to that, at that level, I become very clearly aware of every vritti that is happening, everything that's happening from the Paramanu to the Mahantattva. In this Sampragnata Samadhi, it is half of the solution. What is half of the solution? No more I am identifying with them. But everything is seen. Vrutthis are there. But in the Niruddha Bhumika, be attentive. When the vasanas all are eliminated or burnt, bharjita bijavato, even these vrittis also are niruddha. Chitta is not niruddha. Chitta vrittis are niruddha. Why? How? The cause of the vrittis of chitta is eliminated through yoga sadhana. What is that we are going to see? When the vrittis are not there, then through the vritti only something other than me is known. जब वृत्ति नहीं है तो विषय का ज्ञान नहीं होता. विषयों का ज्ञान वृत्तियों के द्वारा ही होता है ना. When the vrittis are gone, there is nothing to be known. Then what will you do then? Tada drashtuhu swarupe avasthan. Then the drashta need not see the drushya and inadvertently get lost in drushya with tadatmya, which is called samsara, in which we are now. And other than the drashtu swarupa avasthanam, there is no kaivalya, but there is moksha. And without kaivalya or moksha, you can never be freed from the bondage. Okay. Now, each of the bhumikas, three of them we have seen. क्षिप्त मूढ़ विक्षिप्त एकाग्र निरुद्ध उसको बढ़ाकर then yoga chitta vritti nirodha करके which chitta vritti is nirodha we have to do, we will just discuss it little tomorrow. I can do only this much, slowly only we will develop. Then tada drashtu swarupya avasthanam, we will explain it. When it comes to vritti sarupyam, then which are the five vrittis, then it will be so crystal clear picture explained to us both by Sutrakara and when we get the book Bhashyakara, each of the vrittis which are born in our heart with their causes, they are so clearly dissected and told. Like in theory class, the teacher tells, the biology teacher, this is the human body, these are the internal parts, वगैरह होते हैं. He may even make a drawing. But actually when he takes him to the laboratory and shows, Yoga Shastra teaches us or explain to us like in a laboratory, everything dissect karke. And it becomes such a beautiful help to us. There's no vagueness. See, this is your chitta. These are the vrittis. See, now they are coming. This vritti is called as this vritti. This called as this. ये प्रमाण वृत्ति है, ये विपर्य वृत्ति है, ये विकल्प वृत्ति है, ये निद्रा वृत्ति है, ये स्मृति वृत्ति है. And you are not able to detach from them. Therefore, identifying with them, their nature you are taking on yourself. That is called as bandhanam. But if you can do the niruddha of these vrittis, chitta vritti nirodha, don't allow the vrittis to come, there will be no compulsion for you to get identified with them, then you are back to your own self. योग वेदांत मिलकर पढ़ोगे ना विषय और अद्भुत रूप से सोने है वे सुहागा दोनों मिलकर आ जाते हैं. And it will be 1-2 months you will listen, then you can see the difference. You will enjoy it thoroughly, no doubt. I am also going to enjoy. So, Vritti Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha is second sutra. We will chant it thrice today. Then tomorrow we explain that one. Then go to the third. Again come back till the substantial understanding comes to us about 4 sutras. We will see it. Then from the fifth, each of the Vritti as said by the Sutrakara, which are the Pramana Vrittis and all we see. And they are all in us only. These things we were never taught. मैं तो कहता हूँ पहले ज्ञान शास्त्र पढ़ाना है, फिर योग शास्त्र पढ़ाना है, फिर भक्ति शास्त्र पढ़ाना है, then कर्म योग शास्त्र, then only भौतिक रसायन शास्त्र should be taught in schools and colleges. Okay, now what is the lakshana of the yoga? Let us chant the second sutra 3 times. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha, yoga chitta vritti nirodha, yoga chitta vritti nirodha, yoga chitta vritti nirodha. And these are all, as long as we only study at theory level, it will be at theory level only. But when the practices that are given of yama niyama asana prana pratyahara or ishwar pranidhana, thoroughly when we do an abhyasa vairagya, we can see consciously that the vrittis are getting eliminated. You can enjoy every. Right now we know we are in क्षिप्त मूढ़ विक्षिप्त. एकाग्र भूमिका को साधना करके पाकर हम उसको एंजॉय कर सकते हैं. निरुद्ध भूमि को यूज करके तैयार करके we can enjoy it. Then doing the sadhana, sampragnata, kaivalya, so spashta rupa one can enjoy. Get the theory in the classes and hours together spend in this your meditation, you can see the joy. Just as Vedanta. When the Vedanta is studied, and then if you have really taken up that Atma, Anatma Viveka, Jada Chaitanya Viveka, Adhyaropa Adhisthana Viveka, by now you would have been very clearly established in the Adhisthana. What it is, let's see tomorrow. Today we'll stop here. Thank you. Our evening classes today will be at